What if I told you that the powerful European Union we know today started from a simple deal over coal and steel? That's right, what began as an economic agreement between a few countries has now transformed into one of the most influential political and economic unions in the world. But this journey hasn't been without its challenges. In this video, we'll explore how the EU evolved from its humble beginnings, its biggest achievements, and the growing tensions that some countries like Serbia are facing today as they consider alternatives to EU membership. So let's dive in. Before we jump deeper, if you are enjoying the content so far, please hit that like button and share this video with others who might find this fascinating. Let's rewind to 1951. In the aftermath of World War II, European leaders knew that they had to do something drastic to prevent future wars, so they created the European Coal and Steel Community. This wasn't just about trading commodities, it was about ensuring peace through economic interdependence. If countries controlled these vital resources together, they would be less likely to go to war with each other. This was the EU's first stepping stone. The journey continued in 1957 with the Treaties of Rome, which created the European Economic Community and Euratom, marking the start of what we now recognize as the European Union. The EEC aimed to establish a common market, remove trade barriers, and promote economic cooperation. This was a radical idea at the time, creating a single market that would eventually grow into much more. Despite its grand ambitions, the EU has faced significant criticisms. One of the biggest complaints is the democratic deficit. This refers to the perception that the EU's decision-making processes are distant and removed from the everyday lives of European citizens. Decisions made by EU institutions can feel disconnected from voters, especially when referendums reject key treaty reforms. A notable example is the rejection of the European Constitution by voters in France and the Netherlands in 2005. This signaled to many that the EU wasn't always aligned with public sentiment. The EU has also been tested by economic crises, especially the 2008 financial meltdown and the subsequent Eurozone debt crisis. These events revealed cracks in the EU's economic architecture, particularly its monetary union, without the corresponding fiscal union. Countries like Greece, Italy, and Spain were hit hard, and the EU's response was criticized for being slow and inadequate. High unemployment, austerity measures, and a lack of coordinated fiscal policy fueled Euroskepticism, with many citizens questioning the benefits of EU membership. What do you think? Is the EU still capable of tackling major crises, or has it lost its way? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this. Serbia's relationship with the EU is particularly complex. Since 2009, Serbia has been on the path toward EU membership, but it hasn't been smooth sailing. A major milestone was reached with the Stabilization and Association Agreement in 2013, which officially aligned Serbia more closely with EU laws and policies. However, Serbia still has major hurdles to clear, particularly when it comes to reforming its judiciary, strengthening anti-corruption measures, and improving media freedom. Another sticking point is foreign policy alignment. The EU expects candidate countries to adopt its common foreign and security policies, including sanctions against countries like Russia. But Serbia's long-standing relationship with Russia has made this challenging. Serbia has historically maintained close ties with Moscow, complicating its EU accession process. Additionally, Serbia's relationship with Kosovo remains a contentious issue. The EU has made it clear that normalizing relations with Kosovo is essential for Serbia's EU membership, but this is a politically sensitive issue in Serbia. Agreements brokered by the EU, such as recognizing Kosovo's official documents, have faced significant pushback domestically. Recently, Serbia's Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Vulin hinted at a potential shift in Serbia's foreign policy towards BRICS. This bloc of emerging economies, including Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, offers a different kind of partnership. Unlike the EU, BRICS doesn't impose stringent political or economic conditions. For countries like Serbia, that's appealing. Vulin highlighted the economic power of BRICS, which now surpasses the G7 in terms of combined GDP and controls a significant portion of the world's oil and gas reserves. It's no wonder that Serbia is considering whether its future lies with the EU or with BRICS, especially with strong backing from Russia and China. So what will Serbia choose? Will it continue to push towards EU membership, or will it pivot to BRICS, where economic opportunities are vast and the conditions are more flexible? This decision isn't just about economics, it's about Serbia's future on the world stage. Whether it chooses to align with the EU or BRICS, the impact will reverberate across Europe and beyond. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on more topics like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.